Right now, as you're watching this, AI is making decisions for you. It's shaping what you see, what you buy, even what you believe, without you ever realizing it. From the ads that pop up on your screen to the news you think you chose to read, AI is pulling the strings. But here's the scary part. By the end of this video, you'll see just how deep it goes, and why escaping it might already be impossible. Ever scroll through your social media and think, wow, everyone agrees with me? That's not a coincidence. That's the algorithm hard at work. It feeds you content that aligns with your existing beliefs, reinforcing your biases, creating a cozy little echo chamber where dissent is silenced. It's like being trapped in a never-ending conversation with your own reflection, except your reflection is constantly trying to sell you something. Which brings us to our next point: shopping. Remember that time you bought that weird kitchen gadget after seeing an ad? You know, the one you swore you'd never use? It seemed like a good idea at the time, right? Maybe it was a spiralizer for making zucchini noodles or a fancy avocado slicer. You saw it, thought it was cool, and before you knew it, it was in your cart and on its way to your doorstep. But here's the thing, that decision wasn't entirely yours. It was influenced by something much more powerful than a simple ad. Yeah, that wasn't you, that was the algorithm. Targeted advertising is everywhere. It's designed to make you think you need things you never even considered before. These algorithms are incredibly sophisticated, analyzing your online behavior, your likes, your dislikes, and even the time you spend looking at certain products. They know you better than you know yourself. It's in your social media feeds, popping up between posts from friends and family. You might think you're just scrolling through harmlessly, but every swipe, every like, every comment is being tracked and analyzed. The algorithm is learning from you, adapting to your preferences, and serving you ads that are increasingly hard to resist. It's in your social media feeds. You might be catching up on the latest news or checking out what your friends are up to, but those ads are always there, subtly influencing your thoughts and decisions. They blend in so seamlessly that you might not even realize you're being targeted. But make no mistake, every ad you see is there for a reason. It's on the websites you visit. Whether you're reading an article, watching a video, or shopping for something specific, those ads are tailored just for you. They know what you've been searching for, what you've been talking about, and even what you've been thinking about. It's almost like they can read your mind, and in a way they can. It's even in your email inbox. Those promotional emails you get, the ones that seem to know exactly what you want, they're not random, they're carefully crafted based on your online behavior. The algorithm knows when you're most likely to open an email, what subject lines catch your eye, and what offers you can't resist. It's all part of a sophisticated system designed to get you to buy more, and it's all powered by AI. These algorithms are not just simple lines of code, they're complex, self-learning systems that get smarter with every interaction. They analyze vast amounts of data from your browsing history to your social media activity to predict what you're most likely to buy. And they're incredibly accurate. They know what you want before you do. These algorithms analyze your data to predict what you're most likely to buy. They look at patterns, trends, and behaviors to create a profile of you. They know your favorite brands, your preferred shopping times, and even your budget. And they use this information to serve you ads that are almost impossible to ignore. It's like having a personal shopper who knows you better than you know yourself. Then they bombard you with ads for those products until you finally cave and click Add to Cart. Resistance is futile. You might think you have control, but the truth is, the algorithm is always one step ahead. It's designed to wear you down, to make you think you need that product, and to make it as easy as possible for you to buy it, and more often than not, it works, until you finally cave and click Add to Cart. Resistance is futile. But hey, at least you're informed, right? You know how the system works, and you can make more conscious decisions. Or can you? The truth is, even when you know what's happening, it's hard to resist the pull of the algorithm. It's designed to be irresistible, to tap into your deepest desires and needs. And it does it so well. But hey, at least you're informed, right? Knowing is half the battle. You can try to outsmart the algorithm, to be more mindful of your online behavior, and to make more intentional choices. But it's not easy. The algorithm is always learning, always adapting, and always finding new ways to get you to buy. It's a constant battle, and one that most of us are losing. Remember newspapers? Those flimsy things printed with ink? They were once the primary source of information for millions of people around the world. Every morning people would eagerly await the delivery of their daily paper, flipping through the pages to catch up on the latest news, sports scores, and weather forecasts. It was a ritual, a moment of connection to the wider world. Yeah, those were so 20th century. Today the landscape of news consumption has drastically changed. The physical newspaper has become almost a relic of the past, replaced by digital screens and instant updates. The way we access information has evolved, and with it, the very nature of news itself. Today we get our news from social media and personalized news feeds. With just a few taps on a screen, we can access a world of information, tailored specifically to our interests and preferences. It's convenient, it's fast, and it's always at our fingertips. But this convenience comes with a hidden cost. But here's the catch. Those feeds are curated by AI algorithms. These sophisticated systems analyze our behavior, our likes, our shares, and even the time we spend on certain articles. They learn from us, adapting and evolving to keep us engaged. It's a powerful tool, but it's also a double-edged sword. They decide what news you see and, more importantly, what you don't see. The algorithms filter out information that doesn't align with your interests or beliefs, creating a bubble of content that reinforces your existing views. This selective exposure can lead to a distorted perception of reality, where only certain narratives are amplified. They prioritize stories that are likely to keep you engaged, even if they're sensationalist, misleading, or downright false. The goal is to capture your attention, to keep you clicking, scrolling, and sharing. Sensational headlines and emotionally charged content are more likely to go viral, spreading like wildfire across social media platforms. So, you think you're staying informed? Think again. You're being played. The curated news feeds create an illusion of being well-informed, but in reality, you're only seeing a fraction of the full picture. The algorithms are designed to keep you engaged, not necessarily to provide you with a balanced or accurate view of the world. And it's not just about what you buy or what you read. The influence of these algorithms extends far beyond consumer behavior. They shape our opinions, our beliefs, and even our actions. The information we consume can influence our decisions, from the products we purchase to the candidates we vote for. It's about what you believe. The curated content can create echo chambers, where dissenting voices are drowned out, and only like-minded perspectives are heard. This can lead to polarization, where people become more entrenched in their views, less open to dialogue, and more divided. In a world where information is power, it's crucial to be aware of how our news is curated and to seek out diverse sources to get a more complete understanding of the world around us. AI sees you when you're sleeping, it knows when you're awake. Facial recognition, location tracking, voice analysis. These technologies are no longer the stuff of science fiction. They're here, they're everywhere, and they're watching your every move. Governments and corporations are using AI to monitor citizens and consumers on an unprecedented scale. They claim it's for our safety and security, but at what cost to our privacy? The line between convenience and control is becoming increasingly blurred. Are we really in control? The illusion of free will? Think about your last online interaction, that funny cat video you shared, that angry comment you almost posted, that article you clicked on but didn't read. Every action, every choice was influenced by AI. It's like we're living in a giant, digital puppet show, and the worst part is we're not even aware of the strings. We think we're making our own choices. But are we really? The question is, can we cut the strings? Trapped in the digital panopticon, escape is futile. So, can we escape the watchful eye of the algorithm? Can we break free from the echo chamber and reclaim our digital autonomy? The short answer is, it's complicated. We can try to be more mindful of our online behavior. We can limit our exposure to targeted advertising. We can diversify our news sources. But even then, can we ever truly escape the pervasive influence of AI? It's a question that keeps me up at night, and it should keep you up at night too. Rise of the machines? Nah, just the algorithm. The future is here. It's not some dystopian nightmare with robots enslaving humanity. It's much more insidious than that. It's the slow, creeping erosion of our privacy, our autonomy, and our free will. It's the algorithm, silently shaping our thoughts, our desires, our very reality. And the scariest part? We're letting it happen. So, what now? Living with our AI overlords. So, we're doomed, right? Not necessarily. But we need to wake up. We need to understand the forces at play. We need to demand transparency and accountability from the tech giants who control these algorithms. Because if we don't, we risk sleepwalking into a future where our lives are no longer our own. A future where the algorithm knows us better than we know ourselves. And that's a future I don't want to live in. That's our show for tonight. We'll leave you with that cheerful thought.